The guy that worked for Lehman Brothers, or woman, who used to get up out of Connecticut or wherever they were and get on the train and spend 3.5 hours going back and forth to work every day, and they got to be there by 6:37 or 8 in the morning, and they get home at 10 or 11 at night, and they don't know their kids, and they don't know their husband or wife, and their health is deteriorating, and they're making lots of money. Maybe the best thing that ever happened in their lifetime was for Lehman to go under. Because now they get to reinvent their life based on the new season and the new nature and what they really want and why they're doing it all in the first place. Is this making sense to you? Yes. These guys, these next 4 or 5 days, give yourself the gift to say, I'm gonna work harder than I've ever worked on the business. Not in the damn thing. You guys work hard in your business all the time. We all know this distinction intellectually, but how often are you really doing it? That's why we'll go day and night. Listen, I can make this a hell of a lot easier on me and you. I can just pop in and out and do nothing. I wanna make sure when you leave in these 5 days, you leave with a plan that you can look yourself in the eye and anybody else and go, if I screw up, it's gonna be like this. That's the goal we have here. And so you don't have to do it all. But I do suggest this. The other way you chunk is when all that stuff's in your head, you still got it in short-term memory right now, but you won't by morning. Now you may have written it down, but you're gonna then have to take time to go review all this stuff again. So here's what I do as a practice. When I wanna master something, when I was learning neuro-linguistic programming, I'd sit in a class and we'd go all day and their idea was like, 9 to noon and then noon to like 3, and everybody's like, wow, that was a long day, right? See, my view is, if you're really building something and you got this and people go, well, I have no time to build a business. I'm working, 9 to 5. Well, what are you doing from 7 to 2? That's the second shift. If your business isn't going, that's the shift you better take on. Because your family deserves it, you deserve it. If you did it for a short period of time, you'll have such a new momentum that you can have a job that's working 3 or 4 hours a day. But if you don't do what's necessary, when it gets winter, I gotta tell you something, you gotta work harder in winter. You gotta go out and chop the wood and bring it in, but you also can ski and snowboard and do all those other cool things. It's a different game. But here's what I do right now. You got so much you pulled in today. Here's what I did when I learned NLP. I'd sit down and I would just write out 2 lists. One list was every principle or distinction I could pull out of my head while it was still there. I made myself, see, everything you've ever seen, heard, tasted, touched, or smelled is in your nervous system. But it gets stored, but if you don't retrieve it in a short period of time, you don't get the ability to really retrieve it very well. It's not linked up. But if while it's in your memory, you quickly go grab it, you set up the retrieval system, you'll be able to get it again. So I'm gonna ask you to do this every night, and we're gonna do it right now for just 5 minutes.